Hello, my fans of capitalism, and welcome to another episode of Another Brick in the Mall. Where we left off last time, we had started building a road to connect to the second entrance to the area that we own as far as where the mall can be. And in this episode, we're going to continue that road, go ahead and interlock it so that way we can hopefully have people coming from both that entrance and the entrance we already have, thus expanding our business. At the same time, I also hope to expand the store and get more products on the shelves. So let's go ahead and hop into the game and see how we do. So we can see here, just at a brief glance, that actually RayMart has started making money quite quickly. Yes, we have the salaries going on, but we have a 48% profit as it stands right now. And as we get more products into the store, we'll have even a higher profit going on. Our lines are nice and small because of the fact that we have so many cash registers. And this is something you do want to pay attention to, because if the lines get to be like 10 people long, then the customers will start getting upset. That's why for right now I'm leaving space where I could add additional checkouts if I need to. I don't think I'll need to add any more for the size of store that I'm planning on here, but I'll make sure first, just so that way I don't have an issue later on. The builders are still building over there, and we're still waiting on appliances. But we're about halfway there. So let's go ahead and speed up time. Everybody's doing their job. The security agent's there in case the metal detectors go off, and she can apprehend the person right away and make sure that they are either just having an accident with the alarm going off, or if they are actually stealing. We just had one right there. So we can definitely select her, and we can see then if we look at her information, the easiest way is to go into security, and we can go with her information, and we can see that she hasn't recovered any stolen items as of right now. Average recovered value is $0. So that person had probably just had a tag still left on their stuff, and that's the reason that it had gone off. Now we have a bag over here of stuff that needs to be thrown away. Here comes our janitor, taking his sweet time. Evidently he had to get off his cell phone in order to do his job. I also love how everybody that's waiting in line is also on their cell phones. It's like that's the only thing people have here is if you have to wait at all, be on your cell phone. And my giant road to nowhere seems to be working quite well, so we'll go ahead and keep that going. At a point in time when they get closer, I will go ahead and do the research on the road network so that I can open up that lane of travel. But I'm not too worried about that right now. As I said, I want to go ahead and get the things in the store first, get this store high functioning, and then we'll worry about things like more people coming in. Then we have the garbage truck that took our 3 bags of trash we had. So everything's flowing properly right now. We could hear the alarm go off, and she took care of that. We've now sold 40 different items, and you can actually see that we're making a profit now. We sold 500 total sales. We're actually making a profit. We're going over $1,000 in business for the day, which is great. And how close are we to being done with this research? Probably by the end of this day, we'll have this research done. And all the while, our guys are building the road to nowhere, which works out fine. Keep typing away, guys. Keep typing away. Alright, we're getting closer, and I know for these things I'm going to need pallets. So let's see. There's an aisle there. There's an aisle there. There's an aisle there. There's an aisle here. I want to put these along the back wall so that way they're sort of in the back, harder for people to steal. I don't know if that actually affects anything or not, but it's the way I want to design my store, and that is the nice thing of a simulator like this is you can build it how you want it. Alright, it actually looks like they're going to be fairly close to done with this road, so possibly after we get these items taken care of here, we'll look at that road network as the next thing we do actually research. Alright, so we got that done. We're going to research this road network, so that way we can get these customers from this connection also coming to our store. All right, and they went ahead and put those in, and I want to go ahead and put these in right away so that way I can start selling them. So we have 4 different items and I have 6 pallets. So we have washers and dryers, dishwashers, and fridges. So what we're going to do is on one side we're going to put a fridge, we're going to put a dishwasher, then in the middle we're going to go ahead and put a dryer. Uh, can't do it in that order. It has to be a washing machine, then a dryer. And then over here we'll go ahead and put a dishwasher and a refrigerator. That way we have plenty of them back there, and so if customers want them, they'll be able to get them easily. Hopefully my stock clerks will stock them before the store even opens. Well, the store's opened, but hopefully they'll have them stocked fairly quickly once the store is open. Yes, they've got a couple of them coming up. Alright, so we've already got those 2 products on. Hopefully we'll get the washer and dryer up there next. Excellent. So we have all of our items out. We'll get another fridge and dishwasher up there just in case. And then we'll see if anybody's actually starting to buy these things. Right now they don't show a lot of interest in them, but the fact of the matter is if one of them sells, then we'll go ahead and have a decent profit coming in from that. And notice how we are starting to really use up this parking area that we have. So once these guys get done building the road to nowhere here, we're going to go ahead and have them build a bit more parking, because especially with that new road connection, we'll probably end up needing it. Notice how the lines are getting fairly long. I actually am somewhat surprised, but I think I'm going to have to build another checkout counter here and hire another employee. So we're going to need another cashier for RayMart. So let's see who we have as far as cashiers. We have no good options at all. Well, this guy looks like he's sort of on drugs, either drugs or a lot of coffee, but it does say that he is sociable, so we'll go ahead and hire him. Hopefully he'll be able to do a decent job when he gets hired and his stand gets built. That won't be till tomorrow, but we'll have it there for him when he gets here. We are definitely getting the business in. Very interesting, considering the store hasn't been completed yet. How is our road looking down here as well? They've decided for some reason they want to build from that side, and that's what they're doing. So they've got it built up. Looks like they'll probably connect it overnight, maybe the next day. So that'll be a good thing. Then we'll be able to open it. And actually, with the amount of business here, as crazy as it seems, I'm actually going to end up putting 2 counters instead of just the one in. It looks like we did end up selling a washing, or a... Do I have that set as a dishwasher instead of a... No, I have washer and dryer. Then why does this not look like the other one? Alright, so we had somebody detained there who had set the alarm off, and it looks like our security agent was able to take care of it. Oh, so we have different washers and dryers available. Wow, fancy. Oh, actually, no. I'm just being silly. Those are the 2 dishwashers and the 2 refrigerators. My mistake. Alright, so I need to hire another cashier here to go with the other cashier stand that I've put in. This guy, Brad, seems like he's going to be good for it, so we'll go ahead and build those 2 cashier stands. Now we can see here that these 2 people are actually getting very angry by the time they finally get to the cash register. So we definitely need to alleviate that the next day, or we're going to start losing customers. So we did have an opportunity missed here where somebody wanted a restaurant. That's going to happen at first here because we just don't have the money to build it right now, and we just don't have the uh, capabilities of building a restaurant yet. We're getting close, but we're not there quite yet. And we had the security alarm go off again, and looks like that it was taken care of by our security agent. Let's see how she's doing. Hey, she actually has stopped a theft, and so she's actually recorded $4 in value for us. We're paying her $44 per day, so we're losing a lot of money by having her. But hopefully she's deterring people from stealing. It's more the thought that counts instead of the actual practice. Alright, so you guys keep building on that. They're researching the road as we speak. So let's go ahead and have this completed. Oh, looks like they ended their shift, so we didn't get the road entirely finished just then. But for the day, we actually made $900 in profit. And we can see that the profit of the overall facility has turned around. So that's a good thing. Alright, we've got our researchers doing their work. We should have another set of workers, yes, who have come down and are connecting this up. And hopefully we'll be getting done with that at about the same time, so that way they can do what they need to. They've gone ahead and built the cash registers we needed as well, so that's all good. I'm debating putting another line of appliances in, but for right now we just don't need it, I think. I think that we've got enough appliances and they seem to be working fine, especially with our 2 in-stock people taking care of the problem for us. Alright, so they've filled out that road, so as soon as the research gets done, we can connect that road up as well. And while that's going on, I do need them to build more customer parking right here, because we're going to need that additional parking once that road gets connected. Alright, so people are wanting a restaurant. This will give us fast food restaurant if we do it. I really would love to get things like media supplier so I can get these different items that people will want. An electronics supplier, it's a tough choice. I mean, we only lost one person who wanted the restaurant. I think I want to finish this store up first before we go ahead and build the restaurant. So with that in mind, let's fast forward time, get this research done so that we can have that built. Figure out where our guys are. Alright, we got another bonus there. That's taken care of. Alright, our guys are building the parking lot. That's a good thing. We're almost done with the research there, which is good. And then we'll be able to put these new materials here in the back, which are going to be important, I think. Alright, so let's go ahead and get another one of the quick ones done first. So, we have appliances is done, media supplier is a 48, clothing supplier is a 48. This allows us a lot of different items though, so we're going to go ahead and do that one next. Alright, so they can work on that, and as they do that, I'm going to select here and unlock this road entrance for 20,000. That's a big amount of my money, but at the same time, it should give me better employees as well as better amount of customers coming into the store, both of which are going to be important. So we'll see right away. Yep, here come people up from that other entrance. So my spots are getting filled quickly. My new cashiers have arrived. They're doing their jobs. The lines aren't too long right now, which is good. Definitely looks like I was probably wise to build this additional parking. I may need to even build more with this additional road entrance. We'll have to see how that goes over the day here. And the research is going on to add more items to the store. Alright. Parking wise, oh, they're starting to park in the back area. And yes, it does look like I will be better off parking. I did have some occurrences where parking was not enough. So, we need to build more parking even. Seems insane that we've used this amount of parking, but it does happen, so in a way it's a good thing. My profit level is quite high, and actually it looks like I'm going to need even more cashiers here. So, additionally, we're going to need to build more checkout counters. And with that, we're going to need to hire more cashiers. Alright. Now I have a wider selection because of the fact that we've opened that new road up. So that road gives us a lot of new things, including I have Bill here, who's actually a decent cashier. We're going to go ahead and hire him, and additionally, we're going to go ahead and get Veronica hired as a cashier. So the next day here, we should be good on cashiers, but just to make sure, I'm actually going to put a final cash register back here. I really don't have any more room if I don't build this building bigger. So hopefully this will be enough cashiers, but I want to make sure that we have enough cashiers because I feel like I am losing business and I have lost business because the lines are too long. So that is a problem I'm going to have to fix quickly. So build more parking and at the same time build longer longer line of cash registers here. All right, so let's go ahead and fast forward. We're gonna have some people complaining today. That's just gonna happen. See how the research is going as well. We're about halfway there to clothing, which is going to even make things more tense. So we've had 3 people who have wanted restaurants. Considering the amount of people who need cash registers and stuff, though, I'm not that worried about restaurants right now. Alright, and I need to build more parking up here for my staff because of the fact that they're taking up some of the customer parking, and I don't have enough of it as it is. What I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to build this road across here, connect up here, and then I'll put even more staff parking back there. Oh, and I also want this as customer parking and this is customer parking. So you guys have a lot that you're doing right now, but that's perfectly fine. All right. So we made a tidy profit there, but we want to even do better, which means we need more ability for people to get in and out of our store. Alright, so they're deciding to build the road first, which is fine by me. They've got some time to work on these things. The additional staff parking would be nice to have set up in the morning, but if we don't have it in the morning, it's not the worst thing in the world. And I definitely would like this parking set up quickly. Alright, so turn a daily profit of $2,000. So at this point, we are actually making a good amount of money. Alright, so the research has been completed for clothing supplier. So now we're going to go ahead and do electronics supplier next, because again, it gives us a lot of different items here. So we're going to do that next, then we'll do media supplier, and then I think jewelry would be nice in this store as well. So, I think jewelry is somewhere in here as well, but we'll go with electronics supplier next. And we actually need to pause because I need to figure out which of the different shelves will do the jewelry stuff. So not a wooden shelf, definitely not a refrigerator, but I'll just check anyways. Do I need these shelves for anything? Okay, I will need for the clothing, I will need 4 of those shelves. Then that's it. Alright. How about the tables? Do I need tables for anything right now? No, I don't. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put clothing here at the back of the building on this side. So we're going to do, yeah, we'll do electronics over there, and then we're going to do clothing back here, and then jewelry in between. I think that's the way we'll do it. Alright, so I will need these shelves across the back area here. And then I will need clothing racks in front of them. And what else can I put on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. So I will need 6 shelves. And either when the next crew comes in or when these guys get done doing the work that they're doing, they will go ahead and build those shelving areas for me. Either way will work because I don't need them until the in-stock crew comes in. So we've got some time. And then this is going to take a little while to get the electronics set up, but that's okay. And this person has gone ahead and built these. So we can go ahead and do the different clothing items. So we're going to put shoes here at the end. Actually, you know what? We're going to start shoes over at this end. We'll put women's shoes next to it. Then we'll put women's underwear next to their shoes. And we'll put the men's underwear next to that. Now, that's not the way it would go in a clothing store, but this isn't a clothing store. This is just a basic all-in-one type of store. So we're going to put jackets and coats in this aisle, and then we're going to go ahead and put shirts, t-shirts, pants, and finally dresses here. Yeah. So then we'll be getting all those different items in with the electronics, and we'll almost have this store filled up. We want to go ahead and speed up time here. I do want to pay attention to see if I need, well, I know I'm going to at a point need more staff parking, so I might as well just build it back here. Yeah, we already have one person parking in the front there. I don't really want that. I want this all for customers. We're getting the items put out on the shelves. Alright, so we've got all the clothing put out there. We've got the staff parking area built. We're getting the other parking for the customers built. And it does not look like the lines are at all long right now because of the fact that we have so many cash registers. So this is exactly what I wanted to have happen. So even though the parking lot's starting to get filled up, it's going fairly well because of the fact of all the cashiers. People are getting in and out quickly. Good. We had no problems whatsoever on that day. So even when we completely fill up this thing, and when we extend over our next part of the building over to that area, we shouldn't have a problem, which is actually the next building thing I'm going to assign the builders, because once again, I don't like them being on their cell phones at work. So we're going to go ahead and extend the road up here, and we're going to extend the road over to this next connection. All right, they can start on that. And how is our research going? Our research is about halfway there, which is good. Media supplier will be quick, and it'll give us 4 items there. Let's see what else we have is available. Logistics, cleaning technology, unlocks automatic floor scrubbers for your janitors. Well, I'm sure they'd like that, but I don't need that right now. We are going to want bowling and a cinema and a fitness center. Chemical supplier. So this is going to offer us more items for our store as well. So we will want that fairly quickly. I think I might do that next. Tools, hand tools and power tools. Only 2 items for this size there. Luxury. Here's where we get jewelry, but it's 96 in order to get it. So we'll probably do that here in a little while. We're going to go ahead and do the chemical supplier next probably, as that'll fill out this store quite a bit more with different items. And we do want the store fairly full. So, the workers are busy building a road to nowhere again. New people are coming in to do the research. How is the research going? We're about halfway there, so we're almost done with the technology. Then we'll get the chemical supplier, which will probably fill up this store for what I have right now. And realistically, it's probably good for this store. I might put a few more things down here at the bottom, but realistically, this is just, as I said, sort of a dollar type store where you buy cheapo items at a cheap price. I mean, these aren't going to be the top fridges and dishwashers and stuff. We'll have stores for that later on. But right now, this is just a little bit of a mart in order to make money, which, as you can see, we are doing on a daily basis. We see the number going from the negative and is quickly going down towards the green, and now we're making a profit. And we barely hit noon. So, we're doing good with what we have. I think this is exactly the formula we want in this store. We'll go ahead and worry about other items for other stores and having better quality items as time goes on. Right now I just want to finish filling up this store and then we'll move on to bigger fish. All right, we're almost done here with this. So this research will be done. The research is done. All right, I think most of these things go on tables, but I'll have to see. So chemicals is the next thing I care about. And I do want to go ahead and pause the menu here because I'm going to have to find out what goes on what devices. All right, so not on those type of shelves. Do I have anything that goes on any of these type of shelves? No. All right, so nothing on those. I don't think I have anything for hangers, but I think everything's going to be tables. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tables. All right, so we're going to build 7 tables here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to have to build 1 table over on this side of the store because we're just out of space over on that side. So we're going to go ahead and build it right there. And let's find the one item that doesn't really correlate with the other items. Well, we have to wait till the actual tables are put in. Let's go ahead and speed up time. Have that taken care of as soon as we can. And then we'll put in the rest of the chemical supplies. And then this store will be pretty much set up. As set up as this store is going to be. Alright, where's a builder that can go ahead and connect this? Any day now. I might actually get my chemical supplies before I get a builder here. I don't know what these things are going to go on, so we'll have to find out. But I'll put that in here and possibly down here at the bottom. Alright, so I made another profit here. Alright, so let's see what items we have. Laptops, computers, game consoles, smartphones, tablets, MP3 players, cameras, and TV sets. Alright, I would say cameras can go over on the other side by themselves. We're going to go ahead and have laptops, computers, and game consoles next to each other. This one will be, as I said, the cameras. Now we're going to need TVs to go with the laptops and the game consoles and such. So then in this aisle we'll have MP3 players to start there, tablets next to them, and smartphones next to them. Alright, and we almost have the chemical suppliers research done as well. We'll probably get that done before we're even done with the day. And then we'll probably spend the money on doing the research for that road to connect that other road up. So really, we're just waiting. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and do road network number 2 here. So we'll have that being done. And let's go ahead and pause and find out what goes on what type of shelves. Does not look like they go on those type of shelves at all, but they do go on these shelves. So we have 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. 8 items. Do we need any tables at all? No, we don't need any tables. Don't need any clothes hangers. It's all going to be on those type of shelves, it looks like. Alright, so we are going to need shelves here for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you know when I produce new videos. Thank you for watching, and remember, if you are shopping somewhere other than RayMart, you're probably getting a better deal.